in your last lesson, you made a fault about 3 different times, the same fault. You're turning right at the traffic lights, and after you turn right, you need to revert back to the normal driving position, or you need to catch the left-hand lane. So the lane you're in is turning right. You're the only lane that's turning right. Have a look in both left and right mirrors. Make sure no one's following you to the right. Now when you turn right here, you should be going more further forward, so that once you've turned, you're turning back onto this lane rather than this lane. So you're turning back and joining your normal driving position. Because if you join this lane, you're going to have to move back over to the left, because further on, usually the right hand lane becomes a right turn only, more often than not. Alright, so here, when you turn in, don't turn now, go more forward here and then turn, so you're going to be driving near the left hand curb. So you're just turning too early and catching the right hand lane. You should be catching the left hand lane of every new road, which is the normal driving position. And this is again a right turn at a traffic light. When you turned, you haven't joined back onto your normal driving position. So here you've turned, you've got the option of going into your normal driving position, and you stayed in the right hand lane. Now at this traffic light, when you turned right, you did go back to your normal driving position, but you kind of drove over the right hand lane. So here, as you've turned, there's a right hand lane and a left hand lane. As you turned, you've kind of driven over the right hand lane to get to the left lane. Any driver behind you would probably assume that you're going to stay in the right hand lane and try and go around you on your left side. So here, now a driver might already have started going around you on your left side, and you're starting to now change lanes back to the left lane, and it could cause an accident. So what you've got to do is, when you turn, make sure you don't turn early. Don't start turning now, which you've already have done. You need to go forward more this way and then turn right at the end near this curb here. So you've already started turning. Now the driver behind will assume you're going to stay in the right hand lane. Now the serious fault on your mock test, you only had one serious fault. It was here. Now bear in mind there's parked cars here, okay? This is a give way where you have to give way. It says traffic calming measure. You have to give way to the cars from ahead. Now here, you've made the decision to go, and then you've stopped. You see the car, it's another learner car, it's there. It's really far away. You could make it past this curb area here and get back to your side of the road. And you should do, because you've already crossed the give way line. Now because there's parked cars on your right, and you've already crossed the give way line, and you're blocking the path of oncoming cars now. So see, we could have made it there. That car was quite far away. Now the learner car, it makes it through. Now the van, he can't get through. He decides to back up. There's a red car behind him. He nearly hit that red car. So he can't get through, and then he decided he's going to go on the pavement, and that's how he's going to get through. I think this would be a serious fault on the driving test. From my experience, I think the examiner would give you a serious fault. Okay, then after you went past the curb, we took a right turn. Now you've not come back onto your side of the road to turn right. You've kind of cut the corner of the other lane. So you see where you turn right, you turn quite early, and you've gone into the other lane, into that lane before you turned. And the problem is that right turning, we can't see where we're going as we're turning in. So I just rewinded it. We can't see, because of this house here, you can't see what could be coming out of this road. and you've turned a little bit and you've gone into the other lane. So it's questionable that this could also be a serious fault. Okay, now during the mock test here, I gave you the instruction. I want you to pull up on the left. Now what you've done, you gave the signal too early. So you hear that, you can just hear a clicking noise. You've given the signal now to pull up, and there's a side road on your left. You didn't stop here, you drove past the side road. If anybody is trying to come out that side road, they're going to think you're trying to turn left. They could pull out in front of you and it could be an accident. You can't have a signal on here driving past that road. You've got to give your signal after you pass that road to pull up.